think healing is arriving back in the same place you once wanted to escape from, and realizing nothing was truly missing. The place did not completely change. You did. Because now you have a different mind. Before healing, being a quiet person can be perceived as lack. Especially when everyone around you always had something to say. You may have once wished you were more chatty like the others. After healing, silence becomes your temple. You still allow joy. You still celebrate life. But you also protect quiet time, hermit time. Time where nothing is asked of you. Earlier in life, those days felt like grief. Like life was forcing you to sit still against your will. I used to call them the pit. I even started writing them down as pit days. But maybe the soul was never punishing me. Maybe it was simply asking for rest. The deeper lesson is learning to sit until silence becomes peaceful. And as long as we resist those days, we suffer inside them. The resistance creates the mental battles. But what if we just sat for a while? No expectation, nothing to prove, nothing to fix, nowhere to be, just existing. Some days do not ask us to achieve anything. Some days ask us to return to ourselves quietly. And with time, what once felt empty becomes peaceful. The day you once grieved becomes a stillness day in the inner temple. And strangely enough, the pit days slowly disappeared. Not because I forced them away, but because I stopped fighting what they were trying to give me. I can't tell anyone how long this takes. It will be different for everybody. Just stay curious. Stay open to change. And if certain words keep rising in your mind, repeat them gently. Settle into life. Again and again. Until the words stop sounding like an idea and start becoming your foundation. Because eventually exhaustion comes first. Not ordinary tiredness, soul fatigue. The kind created by too much inner pressure, too much looping, too much fear, too much emotional commentary, too much striving, too much attachment to old survival identities. The nervous system quietly saying, I cannot hold this structure anymore. And sometimes healing is not becoming something new. Sometimes it is the collapse of the inner architecture that kept you trapped. Old beliefs, old urgency, old ways of surviving. You do not heal by fighting the mind endlessly. You heal by resting long enough for false structures to collapse naturally. And after the collapse, there is usually much more simplicity than expected. Not dramatic enlightenment, just clearer breathing, quieter thoughts, less compulsion, less chasing, more presence, more grounded life. And slowly, your attention begins returning home to your own life. Instead of scattering itself endlessly into noise, opinions, comparison, drama, and mental entanglement. A very settle into life lesson. Honestly.